Hello, welcome to Xennial Geek Podcast. My name is JC Jewell, and today we're going to go over the new released Masters of the Universe movie. For me, it was pretty good. I was going to go see it at the theater, and I didn't realize that it was made by Amazon. I can't remember the company that they use. Same company that does 007, so that'll be interesting if they do the same thing. But yeah, so it came out just I saw the movie released on a Friday. It kind of didn't do so good in the theaters, but it was, whatever. It didn't do good in the theaters, but it came on to Amazon Prime immediately after like the weekend or something. And it's still in theaters now, so if people want to see that, they can, but it's on Amazon Prime. I went to right to Amazon Prime to watch it. Now, heads up, as a boy, I was watching He-Man, in the 80s when it was coming out and stuff, and you got the Saturday morning cartoons, and I loved watching He-Man and all the other shows, G.I. Joe, Transformers, on and on and on, Ninja Turtles. All that stuff was just the best to me. So when I heard that there was supposed to be a He-Man movie, got to go see it. Well, this Masters of the Universe movie was pretty good. They had plenty of corny jokes that went back to the 80s style of movies, or reminds you of what it was like as a kid was in the 80s. Um, the graphics were great. I liked how they had the original He-Man from the original He-Man movie, Masters of the Universe. I liked how they had his character as meeting the other character, like giving him a coaching thing in it. I thought that was good. These are kind of maybe be spoilers, don't but I'm not gonna give the whole thing out to him. But it was very cool um that the person was able to do what they did. Were part of the movie. I mean, they were the original He-Man from the original movie, so they were in this one, kind of coaching giving a little glimpse of telling the new person who's playing He-Man or um, actor to Adam playing Adam He-Man's name if he's not the Master of the Universe. Um, anyways, it was pretty cool. I liked that they added him to it, and that was good. The story stuck to it. I liked how through the whole movie, so He-Man, you didn't hear that as the joke, his name through the entire movie. He was referred to as Adam, Prince Adam. Well, he wasn't Prince Adam he wasn't referred to Prince Adam all the time. He was Adam was most of the time. Catch is, it was funny because they had every ally of He-Man, so all the other toys you could get, all the other characters in the show, they had them playing. They had people playing those characters, and then they had people playing the same with the villain. You had Skeletor, and then you had every side character he could have on his side of the fight. So that was pretty cool. But I liked with He-Man's characters that all his side characters, like, they made a joke at the end of the movie, or to go with it, about how the main actor was referring to them by the names of what the cartoon was named after, and they were saying that wasn't their name because they all had traditional blah blah names. They didn't have these nicknames that in the cartoons you had. So they were making it that those kind of names that the cartoons used were kind of funny jokes. And so I thought that was hilarious. How they added that to the whole thing. Now story wise, like, besides your normal, it was pretty good as a story. I mean, you're talking most of their stuff was action and then related to the past, so like they weren't trying to make some award-winning special movie, and they weren't trying to be like the huge like science fiction of the year type thing. They were just trying to catch the people that used to watch it, and it was kind of good because He-Man, they had Masters of the Universe, a couple cartoons on Netflix, I believe, and I think they are shared other places. But they had the cartoons there, so it's kind of catching the kids' attention. Hey, cartoons, cool. Let's watch this. And then a movie comes out, well, then the kids are going to watch that. And then you got us, Xennials and millennials, who that's stuff we grew up watching. that was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid. Was the Masters of the Universe, He-Man. So I thought that was great. So I thought that was pretty cool. And so yeah, it was like it stuck to the theme of He-Man and Masters of the Universe and stuff. It all went along with it. So it's very good with, keeping with the story. Like I said, it's not going to win rewards or anything, but I think it wins a trophy to me, being a real good reminder of the old days of kids, and that would have seen a movie like that when I was as a kid. I watch all these cartoons, and like if I was able to see a movie like that back then, that would have been great. I mean, I don't even think they came out with a Masters of the Universe movie originally until, and I was still wasn't even old enough to get my own money and go to a movie theater when that came out. So a lot of the movies that came out in the 80s, yeah, I remember them, but they weren't something that I could officially get into myself on my own. I had to have friends or parents help me and stuff. So, but this movie was, I thought graphics were great. Um, I thought the villains were good. Skeletor, his character was pretty. Oh, so it was so and so. I liked how there were some corny jokes to go with it here or there, but they kind of tried to keep it into that he was just evil. There was no like side to it. He was just evil. And with then the other part, and this is what I thought was the coolest a couple of times, is when Adam, the character that turns into He-Man, when he would do by the power of Grayskull, I have the power. I thought that was cool because in the movie, when he did that stuff, like the graphics were great. It just the way they had it in the movies, it gave you the like, this is super cool. This is it. This is the cool. You felt it. You really felt it. The way they added into the movie, that was cool. And I think there was only 2 or 3 times they had that situation, but it was still the best. And then, like in the last fighting scene, there were good parts where it was like it was showing you like what like clips could be taken out that would have been the perfect clips for like a coloring book or a comic book. This would be the picture clips that you would see in those kind of stories back then. So I thought that was kind of cool that they did it. So when they were fighting and stuff, there was ways to see screen clip that looks like what you'd see in a comic book. So I thought that was pretty cool too. Um, so altogether, I would give Masters of the Universe a 4 star, and that's just because it had no story. I mean, it had a story, but like it was one of those where it didn't have how do I put it right? Any kind of like you didn't feel the story really. You felt that this is my childhood. If you were me, this just reminded you so much of your childhood and the stories that came with the show and how you really believed it back then. But it was never. This one was never one of those deep drama type get yourself into. It's not as mind catching and like compared to other science fictions, it's not the same as trying to get your attention stuck into it. But it was really good. I liked it. I give it a 4 star. Um, so uh, that's my thing for that story. My next movie to watch is probably going to be I'm going to see about going to the theaters for Spider-Man Brand New Day, I think is what it's called. I am going to probably love that. I love Spider-Man. He's one of my favorite superheroes. I just love Spider-Man. But besides that, um, my book Rift of Redemption is still out, dystopian novel. If you want to check it out, you can. It's on Amazon, also on Walmart, Target, places like that. Their websites you can buy a copy of it. Um, but no matter what, you guys have a good day, and thanks for watching or listening, actually.